You're bleeding years of your life to a habit that owns you, scrolling until your eyes sting, smoking until your lungs cough, overeating until your reflection disgusts you, while the man you could become rots in silence. Promise. One ancient Japanese system, Kaizen, can eliminate it forever. But there's a catch. It demands you confront the coward inside before the habit dies. Hit subscribe now and comment the one habit you'll eliminate in the next 66 days. Your public vow is the first cut. You are Alex, 32, mid-level coder in a gray cubicle farm, salary decent, dreams dead. You wake at 2:17 a.m. to the blue glow of your phone, thumb still scrolling, inbox at 312 unread, gym bag untouched since January. Monday you swear, tomorrow I stop. Tuesday you bargain, just one more reel. By Friday you're weaker, heavier, angrier. You've tried everything, apps, blockers, accountability buddies. They fail because the habit isn't the problem, you are. Every dopamine hit is a vote for the version of you that quits. You call it unwinding, it's surrender. You call it treat yourself, it's sabotage. You stare at the ceiling at 3 a.m., heart racing, promising the universe you'll change. The universe doesn't care. The habit tightens its grip. You are trapped in the chronic failure loop. Intention, distraction, shame, repeat. But here's what no one tells you, the loop isn't accidental. Your brain built it to keep you safe from the terror of actually becoming someone. Until you're willing to burn that safety, the habit owns tomorrow. Kaizen isn't a hack, it's a blade. Born in post-war Japan, Toyota forged it to rebuild from ashes. Improve 1% daily, no excuses. Workers didn't chase perfection. They shaved seconds off assembly lines until giants rose from ruins. You're not rebuilding a factory, you're dismantling a prison. The scroll has 3 stages: obedience, contradiction, instinct. Each kills a layer of the coward. Miss one and the habit resurrects stronger. Stage 1 starves ego with microscopic obedience. Stage 2 forges strength in deliberate tension. Stage 3 turns you into the response, no thought, just action. But here's what no one tells you, the scroll isn't Japanese wisdom, it's human wiring exposed. Your brain craves prediction, not chaos. Feed it tiny, repeatable wins and it rewires itself to serve the new king, you. Ignore the stages, chase motivation, and you're just another corpse in the graveyard of good intentions. The scroll demands blood, yours daily. Start small or don't start at all. Ego death starts with obedience, not motivation. You pick the smallest action your brain can't laugh at. 10 seconds of cold water on your face each morning. Nothing more. You set a timer, splash, gasp, done. Then you do it again tomorrow. And again. At first your mind rebels. This is pointless, it sneers. You need a real plan, but you obey. Day 3, the sting feels less like punishment. Day 7, you notice your breath slows before the water hits. Tokyo University's 2019 study on basal ganglia rewiring flashes in your mind. 300 to 1,000 micro-repetitions compress time, forging neural grooves deeper than any heroic effort. By day 14, the action isn't a task, it's identity. You don't decide to do it. You simply do. Your ego, that loud critic demanding fireworks, starts to starve in the silence of routine. But here's what no one tells you. Obedience feels stupid until it doesn't. The day you realize you haven't negotiated with your habit since last week, you'll understand. The blade that kills pride is forged in boredom. You've crossed into stage 1. The coward inside begins to loosen its grip, one frozen second at a time. You've read the books, watched the gurus, downloaded the apps. You nod along, highlight quotes, feel that spark. But here, the trap, 99% of people stay eternal students. They mistake consuming wisdom for applying it. You tell yourself, I just need one more trick, while the habit grows roots in your spine. The modern lie is seductive. Information equals transformation. You hoard Kaizen stories like coins, but never spend them in the dirt. You become a collector of insights, a museum of should-haves. The habit laughs because it knows you're still the same person, just with fancier excuses. Stage 1 was obedience. This is avoidance dressed as progress. Until you trade the screen for sweat, the scroll stays a decoration. The trap snaps shut when you realize every extra video, every postponed start is another vote for the coward. Now the work gets treacherous. You serve 2 masters, discomfort and consistency. They pull in opposite directions, and that tension is the forge. Morning. You add one extra push-up to yesterday's set. Evening, you shut the laptop 5 minutes earlier. The workout hurts a fraction more. The quiet feels a fraction deeper. Your body protests, your mind tempts, but you hold the line. Harvard's 2021 longitudinal study drops in. Deliberate contradictions, pushing harder while resting better, activate the prefrontal cortex, training it to spot patterns where old you saw chaos. You start noticing the habit's tricks before they land. The 3 p.m. snack craving arrives, but instead of fighting, you pause, breathe, and choose tea. No victory dance, just forward motion. The contradictions teach you, progress isn't linear. It's the space between effort and recovery where strength is born. But here's what no one tells you: when the two masters align, your old self panics. It wants all or nothing. The quiet voice whispers, "Why bother with tiny changes?" That's the test. You keep adding grains of rice while the ego begs for a feast. In that refusal lies the shift from prisoner to architect. The habit no longer knocks, it creeps in sideways, formless when you're tired, bored, or alone. That's the real test. Respond without a script. No motivational playlist, no white knuckling, just presence. Opponent 1, the fridge at midnight. You stand there, hand hovering, remembering every late night surrender. Instead of forcing yourself away, you breathe, count 3 heartbeats, walk. Opponent 2, donuts in the break room. The smell hits like a drug. You pour coffee, black, and sit through the craving until it dissolves. Opponent 3, a weekend alone, screens calling. You lace your shoes and step outside, no plan, just motion. No dramatic wins, no applause, just 3 quiet victories that prove the habit is starving. Your response is now instinctive, not reactive. The Kaizen scroll taught you, mastery isn't crushing the enemy, it's becoming someone the enemy can't touch. But here's what no one tells you: after the fight, exhaustion isn't the enemy, complacency is. You could slide back into normal, but you've tasted something sharper. The test isn't surviving the battle, it's refusing to celebrate and simply preparing for the next invisible war. You skip the afterwork drinks. Your buddy texts, "Everything okay?" You rise at 5 a.m. for a run. Your partner rolls over, annoyed. At lunch, you pick salad over pizza. The table goes quiet. Their discomfort isn't random, it's a mirror. Your steady refusal exposes their own chains. When you choose water over soda, they feel the weight of their own excuses. When you say no to another episode, they hear their binge playing in their head. You haven't preached once, yet your presence screams, "You could change too." That scares them more than any lecture. But here's what no one tells you: the mirror cuts both ways. If they push back, mock you, or fade away, don't flinch. Their reaction is proof you're no longer the old you. The habit is dying, now the world notices. The scroll doesn't care what you break, it only asks for 1% each day. Guitarist, instead of cramming scales for hours, you raise the metronome by 1 click every practice. In 3 months, your fingers fly without calluses bleeding. Coder, 1 bug fixed before your first coffee. Stack those tiny wins and the codebase cleans itself while others drown in tech debt. Business owner, draft a single cold email each dawn, refine 1 sentence, hit send. Compound that outreach and your pipeline overflows without burnout. But here's what no one tells you: Kaizen works because your brain is wired for prediction. Tiny, predictable victories release dopamine in steady drips, no crashes, no relapses. Apply it anywhere, and habits shatter like glass under quiet pressure. You will quit, not maybe, you will. Day 4, your brain will whine that 10 seconds is too easy to count. Day 17, you'll skip because you're busy. Day 43, the habit will disguise itself as nostalgia. One night won't hurt, and you'll believe it because deep down you're still the kid who chose comfort over courage. No app, no guru, no ancient scroll can save you from yourself. The Kaizen path isn't gentle. It's a blade you hold to your own throat every morning. You either pick it up or you bleed out slowly. Here's the confrontation. If you're watching this instead of doing your micro-action right now, you're choosing the coward's life. Not tomorrow, not after this video, right this second. The habit isn't your enemy, your refusal to start is. Feel that sting? Good. That's the first honest feeling you've had in weeks. Now get up, do the tiny thing, and prove you're not full of shit. An Oxford study in 2022 tracked 1,200 people using Kaizen for habit elimination. After 66 days of 1% gains, 89% broke free, 9 times better than 21-day quick fixes. Your descendants will either inherit a line of quitters or quiet warriors. Choose. Here is your exact 6-step system to eliminate any bad habit. Name it in one brutal sentence. I scroll mindlessly to avoid feeling empty. Say it out loud. Shrink the antidote to 10 seconds. Splash cold water, 1 deep breath, stand up, whatever fits. Log it publicly. A sticky note on the mirror, a tweet, a text to a friend. Visibility kills excuses. Add 1% load weekly. 11th second, 2 breaths, 2 steps. Small enough to ignore, big enough to build. Schedule deliberate contradiction. Train hard one day, rest fully the next. Tension forges unbreakable steel. Celebrate only the streak. No cheat days, no rewards. The chain is the trophy. Start tonight. In 66 days, you won't recognize the person starring back. But only if you move right now. Comment your first 10-second Kaizen action below. Not the habit you're quitting, the exact move you'll do when the craving hits. Declare it publicly. The scroll is watching, and so am I.